I know I'm not the only one wondering what we did before modern dentistry, so I'm finding out the bizarre and somewhat cringeworthy history of how humans dealt with toothaches. Spoiler alert, it's not for the faint of heart. I've recently been on the back end of a serious tooth infection. I had to toughen myself up by saying, if a caveman dealt with it, no dentists, no painkillers, just me and my trusty rock. And apparently that's all our ancestors needed, whether this is true or not. Who knows? Go have a keyboard argument of GBT if you don't believe it. But trust me, it's not worth it. There's no way of explaining the feeling of just wasting 10 minutes arguing with your laptop. Well, actually, it's kinda like that frustrating feeling after you. Anyway, apparently just with a rock they would try to chip away the offending tooth with a sharp stone. Now I know that seems crazy, but if you've had a tooth that was causing infections before, then cavemen don't seem so stupid to you right now.
I broke my fucking tooth.
Or you're just as stupid as a caveman. Fast forward to ancient Egypt. They were a bit more sophisticated. Emphasis on a bit. Egyptians believed that toothaches were caused by tiny worms. To combat these so-called tooth worms, they'd apply a mixture of ground barley and honey. I guess they thought, if it's sweet, it can't be that bad, right? Now, I know some of you think that seems crazy, but if you're like me and what people may call a conspiracy theorist, then we know that Egyptian peeps knew some shit. Now, let's talk about the medieval period, 1400s, when barbers were not just cutting hair but also yanking teeth. Imagine going in for a haircut and walking out with a few teeth missing. They'd use pliers, and if that didn't work, they'd literally pull out a hammer and chisel. It was like Extreme Home Makeover, Dental Edition. Okay, guys. So I'm starting to feel better about myself. I thought I was such a pussy with my toothaches, but it makes me feel more at ease these guys were bashing out their teeth too. In the 18th century, things got a bit spicy. People used cloves to numb the pain. Clove oil is actually still used today, so they were onto something. They also used whiskey as a mouthwash. Not only did it numb the pain, but it probably made them care a lot less about their toothache. Cheers to dental health. Natural remedies all the way. Finally, in the 19th century, we started to see the emergence of actual dentistry. Tools improved, and anesthesia became a thing. No more DIY extractions or barber surgeons.
In 3 different ways.
If you enjoyed this trip through dental history, give this video a thumbs up or you may get Egyptian toothworms. And subscribe for more curious content. Until next time, keep smiling and like the damn video.